Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 guys. This is Antphrodite, your pop culture psychic. Remember that these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. And why don't we just go ahead and get started? Well, you're up for psychic review. Well, he's definitely not happy with his content. I can tell you that right off the bat. He's not happy with where his content was or is. The Two of Pentacles is an unequal exchange. So it's like the exchange that I'm having with my audience and the content I'm producing is old me, for sure. That's like, I'm not really happy. It's like going through the motions. Like I do this because it's my job, not because I'm really passionate about what I do. Again, I'm feeling kind of like, like this is burnout. Page of Pentacles, I don't really have much expectations. So this is your typical standard read for an influencer who's not specifically enjoying or wasn't enjoying the content that they were doing. This is also very typical of people who have been burnt out and also people who have a little bit of like controversy and stuff like that, because typically it's like they weren't really doing what they loved. Go behind the scenes. Get away from the camera. He needs to get away from the camera. I know he likes the spotlight, whatever, but he needs to get away from the camera. He needs to get behind the scenes. He needs something where he's not going to be dealing with all of the opinions. Even if he is in front of the camera, it has to be something that's like understood and sold to us and packaged to us properly, because like he needs to, like, Six of Swords is not a good card to pull for what he's doing right now. Like he needs to go behind the scenes and enjoy more of the creative process of stuff. This guy must have like a ton of ideas in his back pocket. He probably writes down like a million ideas and saves them for a rainy day. He needs to start selling these or producing other people's stuff. Like he should make a production company if he hasn't already. Like he needs to have stuff that he can give to other people. This guy is like a creative genius behind the scenes. I see behind the scenes. It doesn't mean that he can't have a public persona. What it means is that he needs to make sure he's funneling his creative energy into things behind the scenes and then having a small portion of it in front of the scenes.
But watch how people are doing it and do it better. So My ability to adapt is like, in many ways, I'm like a bit of a chameleon. So to answer your question, I would love to slowly, when the time is right, pull back from YouTube a little bit. Unfortunately, this is the thing I love most. So I'll like probably always be making videos forever, and then get behind the camera. Get creative, become a marketing executive. Like bro, at my core, I'm a marketer. I'm a marketer and I'm a creative and storyteller. That's my shit. I just happen to be able to operate in front of the camera, but I want to direct. I want to write. I want to come out with a comedy album. And then when I'm older, hopefully I can lean really into my family. Like I would love to divert all my energy to people who I love more than myself, because that's hard. I really love myself.
I'll tell you how it is in a few months.
I actually predicted the falling out between her and FaZe Banks. I said that an air sign female, because it was a Queen of Swords, which is Alyssa, ended up being Alyssa, she is a Gemini, was going to be exposing a lot of stuff about FaZe and about Banks. And anyways, there's a tweets heard around the world. He apparently cheated on her, allegedly, over and over and over and over and over again. I can tell you that when it comes to her relationship with him, I do think the Ace of Wands about diving into things too quickly here, obviously. But the Death card is a forced change. So it's like she wouldn't have separated if she wasn't forced to. And usually a death change is a positive change. But the Tower card is upright. So the Tower card is a dramatic, catastrophic event. So that's the drama involved in the breakup. But the problem here is that the Tower is upright. So as much as I would like to say that the drama is over, it's totally not. The Tower is upright. So there's still fallout happening. There's one more big bomb. There has to be one more bomb that she hasn't dropped yet. Well, I can tell you this, and this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only, but I can tell you this. Hierophant is about a commitment, so that has to be their connection. The Magician is a misdirection, miscommunication. So that's about him being very sly. And this is negativity. But I'm wondering if this is like, you know, like sex, drugs, alcohol. I'm wondering if he's having substance abuse problems, allegedly. She knows something. He's scared that she's going to squeal about that, for sure. I don't know if she signed contracts, but I definitely see him potentially pressuring her. And that, like, I'm worried for a gag order. I'm worried about gag orders for her. I'm worried about pressure, and he might not be able to do it. He might not be able to do it legally, but I definitely see him trying to pressure her through other means. True crime reading. This time it is on Casey Anthony. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with the case. If you are not, I mean, I'm sure you Google it. But basically, essentially, the mother was accused of allegedly murdering her child. I know you guys want tea, but I'm not sure if there's much tea here. I mean, the moon is all about us knowing everything. So there's nothing that we don't already know. You have to understand when moon is reversed, it means everything we want to know, we already have. Everything we need to know, we already have. All the information is already out there. The strength card is about being vulnerable, which is about being exposed. So that means that everything that she's done or anything that she's been alleged to do has already been shown. The hangman is about making sacrifices. And so this is weird. Hopefully you guys can help me place this. This energy is revenge, but it's also protection. Because if you see this is the, I don't know if you guys can see. This is the Six of Cups, which is the past. It's also children. And then I see the Chariot, which is a halt in progress, which means I don't want the past to repeat. So it's almost like wanting to protect, allegedly, your child in a weird, warped way. They're not going to be happy about this. I don't think she has as much regret as you guys would like her to have, allegedly. Because I think she feels like she did what she did. She feels like she did the only thing that she could. Remember, the words I see are revenge and protection. She feels like she did this to protect. Now, I don't know if she's profited off of the whole situation, but I can tell you that she's definitely tried, and she's going to continue to try if she hasn't already. Oh my god, what if she ships a reality show? This is a relationship. What if she ships a reality show with her relationship? Can you imagine? Oh my god! Is that pregnancy? Girl, that's the family card. Oh my god, yo. Oh my god. She definitely wants another kid, for sure. We're going to hear about this. The Magician's upright. We are going to hear about this. I did a reading on the Ace family a while back when they had some sort of like robbery scandal, and I predicted alleged cheating. So let's just say that accurate prediction number 5 million, check. So we are going to be doing a reading on the Ace family and kind of seeing what we see and what's going on here. They are going to try and get pregnant again. The Ten of Cups is family. The Wheel of Fortune is reversed and the Ace of Cups. So that's like, we want to get pregnant again to get people on our side. Unfortunately, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, which means they've been trying and failing. And I do think he's been taking that out on her. Smoke and Mirrors, Seven of Cups. They're going to try and distract. That's not going to work. This ain't going away, boo. Today, we are doing the Stephen Avery case. So, I have not seen the documentary. However, I have been asking my chat on Twitch, and they've informed me the TLDR of it, which is he was convicted of committing a crime. Then they said that they let him free. Then they said that he committed another crime and he's back in prison. Apparently, that is what they told me. So the Queen of Swords is upright. So this would be about this is someone coming forward. Seven of Wands. There should be a Queen of Swords. Sometimes it's a female, but sometimes it's just feminine energy. It doesn't really matter. But this is someone coming forward with information. The Seven of Wands is like an underdog proving something. They have some sort of information where they're going to say like, oh, I can prove this or that. The High Priestess is reversed though, which means that there's something wrong with the trust in this scenario, which is why this person comes about. There has to be a direct family connection with the Ten of Cups in the beginning. There has to be a direct family connection with him and this situation. It has to be a direct family connection. And the weird part about this is that there's some sort of competitive energy in this. Oh my God, they're going to try and pin it on another person that didn't do it. Seven of Cups, Sun reversed, Magician reversed, misdirection, miscommunication. That's like trying to pin it on another person. What? Queen of Swords. Oh my God. Remember I told you earlier, there's a Queen of Swords is going to come forward with information on the death, and it's going to be public. This person, they're going to try and shun them out, but this person is going to give direct information about this case. It's a Queen of Swords. This is someone who's going to be very vocal. Sometimes it's someone who's a little bit aggressive in terms of their tone. Sometimes it's just someone who's very vocal. This is about money. The Wheel of Fortune is like, oh, opportunity. The Chariot is reverse though. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to discredit this person by saying they only want money. I am going to be doing a reading on Jaclyn Hill. I don't know who she is. Now I'm learning. I'm new to the space, so I'm learning, but I don't really know who she is, and so I'm not super familiar with anything. Apparently, she came out with lipsticks, and there's a hair in it or something, allegedly. I don't really know. Something with a bump. I don't know, girl. But we're going to kind of look at her. We're going to look at Jaclyn and kind of see what's going on. I believe it's Jaclyn Hill is her name. So we're going to go ahead and look at this. Does she work alone? Because this Ace of Swords is an opportunity. The Five of Wands says someone warned her to stop. And the Sister of Cups, it's someone that she's dealt with in the past. She was warned. Because this is about her fighting with someone and then ousting them because they were trying to prevent this from happening. This is her fighting with someone who she's very close to. It's a sentimental person. It's like a friend, a sentimental close friend, or someone or a close confidant. They were fighting about this, told her to avoid this and not launch it, and she didn't listen. Because this is a victory in the Two of Wands, which just means they were fighting, and the Three of Wands, she like pushed her aside and was like, no, I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to do this regardless. I have to do it now or never, now or never. But like directly ignored a warning. And the Ace of Swords says that this was like, hello, like this was I mean, I don't know the situation, but if she's trying to say she didn't know that this wouldn't go well, she's full of it. Because this right here means that someone warned her directly. She was directly warned that this would not go well. So there's Jaclyn and then this person that she was kind of equal with. This person right here was like, girl, you should not be doing this. Get rid of it. She's like, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. That's because Jaclyn was pressured from someone up here. Has to be someone up here that was pressuring her. And this means that her hands were like, I don't want to say 100% tied, but they were pretty tied. So there's someone up here that was like, it's got to happen. And this is usually like because the world is upright, so it has to be like an ongoing contract. Because this would be like expressing yourself. So this would be like influencer right here. This is like influencing and like doing stuff. And the world's upright. So like she owed them. It's like she owed them. It's like a contract that needed to be completed.
I had let Jaclyn know. I was like, look, I've had issues with these concealers. I know you were at this lab or whatever, or if, I don't know who's doing your lipsticks, honestly, but don't work with this lab. The whole industry behind the scenes now knows that this one specific lab has had an issue multiple times with multiple peoples with producing, I'm just going to say it, product.
So Trisha Paytas, hi, I love you. You are up for psychic review. Has she okay, I don't know, I haven't been keeping up on all the vlogs lately. Has she moved yet? Because the Four of Wands is reversed, so I definitely see that's a housing issue. Four of Wands is always home or house issue. The Nine of Wands is walking on eggshells, and the World is reversed. It's about needing a solution to a problem with our home. I know she wanted to move, but this is like an urgent issue that like has been creeping up and creeping up and creeping up, and if we're not careful, she's gonna get screwed over. Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped, pressured. It's like a victim of the situation. I definitely think that she needs to move if she hasn't yet, because there's some sort of issue there. There's some sort of issue there, and it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. The universe is definitely trying to push her out, for sure. Yep, I knew it. The Death card. She's gonna be forced out if she's not out yet. She's gonna end up having to be the universe is trying to force her out of there. She needs a different environment. She needs to change up her environment 1000%. The Seven of Pentacles says she's comfortable. Seven of Pentacles is also like having all my stuff around me. I don't want to get rid of my stuff. I don't want to move my stuff. This is everything I have around me. I want to be comfortable and safe. But she's just going to need to. I just see it happening. And ASAP, by the way. This needs to happen ASAP because it's going to get worse.
Okay, also I need to move. There's little ants, and I have ant traps everywhere, and I don't leave food out. I don't even have food anymore at my house. Like, I've been eating out most of the time. I don't even have food. So there's just these little ants, and there's a lot of them, and I need to move. I don't understand where they came from. I've never had ants in my 4 years, so I'm going, oh my god. Oh my god, there's little ants all by my butt. Oh my god, and these ant traps don't collect ants. I'm literally suing. Don't know, like, if I didn't know when I was gonna move, because I was like, maybe December, maybe, no, I'm moving now. I'm putting my 60-day notice in now. Like, that, this is like a signal. This is like a sign, like, get out of here. Also, shout out to Antphrodite, the tarot card reader, who I met at my first Heartbreak Tour stop in Dallas. He did a tarot card reading after he met me, and he said something like, she's gonna be pushed out of that apartment. You predicted it, because I have ants, and I never have ants, because like I said, I don't cook, I don't have snacks, like, because I'm moving not soon enough. I'm literally have 2 more nights in my house, or in my apartment that I've been living in, and then I'm done, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited I could like actually cry. This place has been awful, and literally it's so weird. I was watching Antphrodite. This is so weird, and this is gonna sound like, I mean, it sounds bizarre to me, but I was watching Antphrodite, and he said there was gonna be something that was gonna like really force me to move, and I was actually I already had my place, thank the Lord. But yeah, I'm moving, and it just is the right time, and he predicted, he's like, something is gonna like literally force her to move.
Tana, you're up. We're gonna look at what is going on with Miss Tana Mojo. What is going on in her life? It's time, Tana. First and foremost, she's getting 2. I can't believe this. She has 2 offers that are about to come to her from a completely different spectrum. Like this, so we know she's doing like the we know she's going to be doing the MTV stuff, but the Ace of Swords is upright and the Ace of Wands, which means she's going to have 2 opportunities to do new things that she never has done before. These are 2 brand new things, completely out of her element, so different to anything she's done before. And honestly, I can't believe she's going to nail these things. They're like actual like celebrity things. One of them should be something that was given to her a while ago and fell through, and it's going to come back around restructured and being offered to her.
Their new CEO, Jim Louderback, FaceTimed me to be like, hey, we want to have you at VidCon, and we're still sorry about that like happened in the past. And for me to have thrown a whole ass convention in spite of them, and the new CEO to be like, hey, we're still sorry about this one time we really up. Let's make amends. Let's come together. This could be epic. Come announce your reality show. Come have an hour main stage Q&A at VidCon. Like, oh my god, I just got full body chills. Like, you don't even understand the little girl in me that just wanted a badge around her neck.
However, I will also tell you this. I pulled the King of Wands and I pulled the King of Cups, okay? And then the Two of Cups up by with the Ace of Wands. So there are two main guys that are going to be vying for her attention romantically. I see her bouncing between both of them for a while. The Ace of Wands is the dick card, by the way. So yeah, there's very clearly romantic interest with these two cards. I don't think that either one of them are that great, to be honest with you. She needs to be careful of two cloud chasers, period. There are two cloud chasers that are going to be interested in her. Two very, very, very big cloud chasers. Potential fire sign and water sign, since it's cups and wands. It's 100% people that are just going to use her. There's the Emperor and the Two of Swords is reversed. Someone she's going to separate from. Five of Wands, she's going to avoid it at all costs. There's the Exposure. The Moon is reversed, which means she'll have to make a video about it. King of Swords is reversed, which means he might make a video about it. And the Four of Pentacles is selfishness.
I knew in the back of my head I was doing a lot of shit that I wouldn't do for anyone else, and everyone thought it was for clout and fame. And I think that made it so much worse for me mentally, because if anything, I would be so much smarter if it was, you know? And that's why it was fun and funny to make the clout jokes and make Jake laugh and make Jake probably think that, like, I cared about clout. But it was just a lot more than that. I wanted to be what he wanted, which looking back is also so unhealthy.
We're going to be looking at Jeffrey and Nate's relationship. Now, I have a gut feeling, but we're going to look at the cards and see what they say. I have a gut feeling about this one, though, so we'll see. However, my Five of Cups is disappointment and my Magician card is reverse. They have fundamental communication problems. There is one person who is 100% a Tatiana, because the Queen of Wands also represents a Tatiana. There's a Tatiana that is consistently throwing themselves at Nate. This is someone who does it via the internet and other means. However, they may have connections in real life. This person has been consistent and incessant for a while. That's the other person who's kind of shaking up the stability. It's like this. There's this other Tatiana that's like incessant. I do think that Nate sometimes is catered to more than Jeffrey. We are going to be doing Mr. Jeffree Star.
Mr.
Yes.
Star.
Mr. Star.
Yeah.
Girl. Wait a minute. Hold on.
He's stumped.
But I do see T outside of it, and that's this Queen of Swords. So this is an individual here that is messy boots.
Somebody here's their relationship, and somebody outside is trying to mess it up.
Oh, yes.
Attack!
Queen of Swords is reversed, which means that this person has a mouth, and this person's goal is to spread misinformation. So, hi, Jeffrey, if you're watching this, ignore it, because my thing is that they know how to get a reaction out of him. And the problem here is that I'm afraid that he'll take it just because whatever this is kind of ugly.
We've tried to film this 10 times now, and I've cried every single time. And we are a few weeks of me and Nathan no longer being together, and I don't even know where to begin.
The Jeffree Star robbery. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So the Six of Wands is reversed. This is about ego. Okay? And this is about pride. So this isn't just money related. This is not money related. I don't know if it's the person who ordered the operation, because the Five of Pentacles reverse. I don't know if it's someone who ordered the operation or someone who was like nudging them in the right direction, but this is more personal than I think Jeffrey realizes. There's a reason. He was targeted for a reason. It's not just financial. I'm telling you, it's not financial only. This is not just financial. This is someone who has a personal vendetta that sort of, I don't know if they tipped them off. I don't know if they are directly related. I can't exactly tell you, but the Five of Pentacles is issues in career and in job. And this is about a power dynamic that has switched. So it's someone who should have had more power over him, but then didn't, and then they're butthurt about it. I'm wondering if there's a company, or at least someone that he knows that's in a company or related to or owns a company that is specifically in direct contact with these people because they're trying to get information on his brand. So apparently there's been a few little scandals, some sister scandals from our good friend Jamie Charlie, aka James Charles. And we are gonna see what's going on in James Charles' life. I definitely understand that he does certain things to benefit his career. I'm not arguing that that's not the case. That makes sense for the Two of Pentacles. But the other people that are involved know what they're doing. Now, the Ten of Cups is upright with the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Lover's card. So this is definitely about his tour. Yeah, there it is, the Tower. So the tour is going to be an absolute disaster. Complete disaster from the beginning. The Tower is reversed as a dramatic catastrophic event. There are going to be people who backed it who are going to pull out. These would be potential advertisers or investors, maybe certain venues. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to fall apart and they're going to be pulled out of.
That is such a bold prediction, and obviously we haven't seen that happen yet. He's predicting that
was correct with the Tati drama.
Absolutely, it's all adding up, and so we haven't seen that actually happen yet with advertisers pulling out. What we have seen though is backlash from people who bought tickets to the tour, who, you know what, are trying to get their refund.
And I do actually see a major falling out with a friend. I knew it. The Empress is upright, the Three of Swords reverse, and the Nine of Wands reverse. It's someone that he hasn't really had that much beef with before. The Empress is upright, so it's someone that he feels really strongly attached to. They haven't had beef before, and the Three of Swords is reverse, which means that he doesn't even see this coming. The Seven of Cups says it'll be like a shock to him. Yeah, dude, the Moon is upright, which is a lies, deceit, and deception. The Wheel of Fortune is upright, which is... Oh God, is this an expose? This would be gossip and jealousy. This is someone close to him. I see him being betrayed by someone he's very close to. It's a female. It's a Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands and Empress. So they may be older than him. But either way, they're more savvy than he is because Empress knows what she's doing. And the Queen of Wands upright, so she has to be very bold and beautiful. He will be vindicated, you guys. I know you guys want to cancel him really badly. It's not happening. He will end up detaching from this and proving himself. He's not going to want to, though. He's going to get very emotional. He's not going to want to fight it. He's going to want to try to figure out how to avoid it. But fighting it directly is actually going to be beneficial because the Triumph of Lies tells me he's going to end up proving himself. Yeah, sorry. You got a sister scandal coming to you. The Black Flower fragrance. It's about to happen.
There's so much going on with James Charles right now that I do not support, that I do not agree with. Fame, power, and a fat bank account will change almost anyone. And if you don't have people that will tell you to your face that you're doing the wrong things, you will change. And I tried to be that person for you, James. I really tried. I don't think there's any getting through to you, and I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be associated with you. And I need to say that very publicly so that this chapter can just be closed.
And I know it's me that followed you in blind.
Coming!
Denny, you gasped in the middle of that. Just wait. It gets...
The fallout with a friend.
It gets even crazier.
Again, this was 2 weeks ago. Or excuse me, 2 weeks before Tati's video.
Oh, in this psychic, because I know a lot of people question psychics and accuracy.
You don't.
No, I don't, because
She
I believe them.
stands for
I have
that,
my psychic on standby. But this psychic got so detailed with who this fallout was going to be with
right.
for James. Take a listen.
that part right there, I can't get over. You got a sister scandal brewing. I mean, that's literally what happened. And
Ant literally predicted that it was going to be an older female,
Yes.
someone who he's close with, someone who's in the same industry, and someone who's super savvy. I mean, if that is not Tati Westbrook,
I was going to say.
I mean,
did you also hear him say she's an empress who knows what she's doing? Obviously, once she dropped this tea, Tati dropped that video, I mean, the fallout was fast. It was swift, and literally, it's arguable that James Charles' empire is kind of crumbling.
is kind of crumbling down.
It's me that followed you in blind.
That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter, Antphrodite, and see you next time.